Hello, Bill Molyneux here with Bill's Wargame World. Excuse me. Wow, I was used to saying history. A mention thing about that: my Wargame channel has not changed. We're still hitting history sites with Goober the Traveling Bear, but I just shortened the name to Bill's Wargame World. All right, I had a couple people ask me some detailed questions. I had a person asked why I didn't just paint the figures. And that was a great question. Some I did just use the paintbrush with the polyurethane. However, some were flaking so bad even after some spray paint, I was worried the paint bristles would pull the paint off the figures. I do not know why I had such an issue with half of these figures. I don't know if I didn't wash them good enough or the Krylon paint that I used for the just didn't stick well. I really never had a big issue like I had with these British in the khaki uniforms. And Jim Shaw did such a fantastic job on these figures. I did not want to lose the paint. So we have dunked them from the video, and someone wanted some close-ups. Now these are super glossy. There you go. And they are very shiny. So for those wargamers out there that hate the shiny figures, you have to hit these with a dull coat. A couple people sent in the polyurethane floor wax, future floor wax. That works great too. And everyone has their own different systems. And in my videos, I'm just trying to help where I can. Now, here's a good example where the polyurethane dripped down, and I have to trim all that off with scissors. And then the next process is I'm actually going to get out the sand flocking, flock these figures with the sand flocking. And I got those palm trees about 4 conventions ago at a flea market, and I still haven't flocked them. They're glued on big heavy washers and they were flocked green. So I'm going to try to get that done too when I flock the rest of this stuff. If you're wondering why some of the naval troops have green flocking, is there are times these soldiers have to go and fight in the Boxer Rebellion. Alright, the Highlanders came out good. I did a couple tests with how thick this polyurethane coat is, and it's really thick. I bent a bayonet all the way over 90 degrees and the paint didn't chip or anything. I mean, it's I soaked these in this polyurethane, and as you can see, I had a lot of runoff. And as Hal said, the water-based polyurethane is expensive. The nice fellow wrote about the future floor polish. That's actually much cheaper. Alright, let's go take a look at the Fuzzy Wuzzies. Alright, here's a batch of the Fuzzy Wuzzies. And if you don't know about the poem by Rudyard Kipling, I suggest you look it up. Many men across the seas. The Fuzzy Wuzzy was the finest of the lot. So this is where we're at with the Fuzzy Wuzzies. I'm hoping with the next week I'll have all these flocked in sand color. And I've done several videos on flocking, and there's a zillion people out there with videos. You just paint the washers or poker chips, whatever you have for a base, with whatever glue substance you use, and then dip them in the sand or green coloring, and they're flocked. And then you can also spray that later on so you don't have residue. Let's take a look at Khartoum really quick. Alright, the city of Khartoum. Of course, this is a mini version. And there is Gordon of Khartoum. Dave's Whitworth. And yeah, someone mentioned that Whitworth is 1864, 63, and this is, you know, Khartoum is, you know, going in the 1890s, but it still looks like, you know, a gun for that time period with it being breech loading. And Mr. David was kind enough to give it to me, and I have to use it in a game. So let's move over to these dervish boats, the dhows, and there they are. And I only have 2 of them. I'm happy with how they came out. Now, Historicon, July 19th through, I guess, the 23rd. There will be a gigantic cartoon by Jim. And Jim's cartoon is going to be just massive. Much larger than the one I ran in Cold Wars of 2020 with Derek and William. Texas Bill, as we called him. Alright, so I have quite a bit of chores to do. I got to flock all these, trim off that. I'd like everyone to keep leaving comments and suggestions. And don't forget, I'm still visiting historic sites too. And Friday night, I'll be at the Hawks Wargame Night. Saturday, I'll be at the ScrumCon Wargame Convention. It's a one-day event. Washington, D.C., Silver Spring area. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed this little 6-minute update. And I'm going to get all these palm trees flocked into sand color. Flock all the camels. And be ready for our April 29th game day, where we'll be putting this on. So that's about it for now. And like always, closing out with stay safe, be kind, be courteous, be extra kind. You know, it doesn't hurt just to be nice to someone once in a while. And I think all wargamers are always extra nice to other wargamers anyhow. Thank you.